Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Blackbull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Blackbull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. Get either the Essential Plus or Premium plans absolutely free. All you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Blackbull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Hey, start trading Forex, indices and commodities with up to 800k of Blue Guardian's capital risk-free. Just pay a small one-time fee to take the challenge, hit a profit target and get funded. Then keep up to 90% of your profits and enjoy fast weekly payouts. Now for futures traders, Blue Guardian Futures offers up to 450k in funding with 100% profit on your first 15k. With low targets, no activation fees and unlimited resets, it's one of the best deals in the industry. Visit BlueGuardian.com or BlueGuardianFutures.com to start trading today and grab their limited time discount code.
All right, good morning, guys. I don't know if you can you hear me? Just to confirm. All right, so I haven't been trading this past couple of days because I decided to take the time to focus on the EA to get that completed. It's almost completed, but I'm getting closer to make it into a fully autopilot system. So let me get back to share screen, the window. Alright, so anyway, let's look at sentiment today. As I was telling you guys, I was taking some time off trading for the moment so I can refocus on finishing the EA because while I was trading, I wasn't working on the EA. I was just trading. And manual trading is very emotional, as everyone knows. Right.
Every Tuesday, whenever we come, is a range.
I know it's always a range. Alright, so let's see what the sentiment says for as of right now for gold.
Oh, two buys are appeared.
So as of right now, we have sentiment amongst these brokers here. These sells were in the 60 percentile area, right? And I can see that buyers are getting interested now in the market. And these two brokers, Dukas and Oanda, there's still a lot of sellers that needs to shift to a buy, right? To provide that sell liquidity. So maybe this might happen towards the ending of today or even ending of tomorrow after interest rate. Tomorrow is interest rate, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe after the interest rate, market might push up and then back down. But from what we're seeing here is people are seeing the market as a buy now, because this whole time is going up. We were all seeing it as a sell. I was guilty of that, and I'm sure you guys are too. Well, most of you guys. But as it goes down, we're gonna start seeing the market as a bullish market because it's gonna start looking like very bullish, right? And then you start selling, buying without realizing why. like, okay, it's gonna go now, right? Anyway, let's go to price action. And so you have going on over here. So initially, after the daily move here, I had drawn in this line, this pink line, because that was supposedly the predictive line where this trend will shift, right? Market was over here. I had drawn this line in, and I was waiting to see if the market is going to shift at this particular time. And we had a bullish dip bar there. Down now we have a bearish bar here. Now the way I got this was this predictive area was I used the trend Fibonacci time, right? Off of this triangle here. I believe it was this one. No, not this one. I think it was this one. Right, I used this one here to mark this out when market is right around this area. Now the reason being I used this specific leg out of the this is the Elliott wave triangle, right? Triangular wave, right? So the reason I was using this particular leg, because in the past, this is the leg that works. And theoretically, this was supposed to be the move, but then it broke out, so it just kept going. So my intentions was that it was going to come down here and then go up there and then come down, but it broke out right here, and I think it's going to do a little bit of a downtrend. No, so I'm expecting downtrend. So we are sell bias at the moment, right? And we are sell bias towards possibly here. So maybe there's one more day is gonna come down, or even all the way down here, back into the high volume location. So if you look at this from here to here, the high volume traded area would be here, right? So we're talking several days of downtrending market here. Or maybe even just 2 days, one big bar, one another big bar, right? It could be three days tops. So anyway, at least now you know where I got this line from. This is basically Fibonacci time zone, and I'm leaving it there to see if it actually does work or not. Because when you do it in the past, it works, right? If you find a triangle over here, I think this is one of it right here, right? So if you were to do this leg right here, you would get your next moving target, right? So this would be the ranging area. Your next moving target started here. Your next moving target started here, right? This is where I started trending away from. This is where I started trending down. No, that's not what just true. So this is where I started trending away from. The breakout of this range, retest, and it went away, right? And then it trended down here. Then again, a breakout this range here. You have a breakout, and then it trended. Well, it range here. This sucks. And that's why I try to stay within these three here. Just usually matches up best. But overall, it works. Not great, but it works. At least it gives us an idea. All right, now, where are you today?
It's a range again.
It's a ranging market.
You can draw your range. This way we don't
Alright, so
do something on the range.
let me draw the range here. This is a terrible range. Look at this thing. Extremely chopped up.
Oh, I've been on a sell since Friday, and I grew my account on equity, of course, 100%. It's just that it did a pullback now because on the tip, and now it's 100% now. It just was a little bit more than 100%. It's because of this 4-hour chart pullback. So it comes
Oh, yeah.
down.
So Annika took a trade here.
Not there.
This is 1 hour chart. Oh no, you took a trade
Not
here.
there.
Okay. That's the only highest points. Those are the
Oh
points.
yeah,
You have a
there.
trade right
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
right? Let's open your chart.
yeah. Right.
Zoom it down so I can see.
Oh yeah, I was looking at what's it do 4-hour chart? Yeah, the close area of the 4-hour area.
Okay, so she took a trade on the 4 hour charts. She took a
Yeah.
trade right here
Yeah.
at this 4 hour close area, and then she took like a retest area. So market went up into her trade and then came down.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, right there.
Um,
In the close area. Well, your bar looks different than mine.
and then she took another trade right here on these retests here.
These two
right?
over here.
So when market came down, she waited for a retest inside of this blank zone over here. Let me show you that how it looks in the 30 minutes. So in this zone here, she took another 2 cells, right? So when it came in, it activated her cells as it was going through it and came down.
I was supposed to take a cell
And then as it was coming down
Oh,
here,
there's a-
she took a cell right here.
on the
That's
4-hour is the other bar's bottom. On the 4-hour is this one. Oh, your 4-hour looks
Yeah,
different.
far is gonna look slightly different.
Basically, it's the bottom of this area.
Right, so she took a cell right here at the bottom as it was breaking down. So now we're waiting for another cell. Oh yeah, that's where I just pointed. So it's gonna come back. Possibly, maybe they'll pull back here. So we're waiting for this pullback to finish. Maybe it's gonna pull back a little bit higher, maybe up to this point here. Let's look at the 1 hour.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
So on the 1 hour, it looks like you might want to pop out of this area, retest this region right here, and then start dropping again. I mean, we do have a
I have to feed again.
we do have a possibility of it coming back somewhere here and taking liquidity. So let's see how this looks on the volume. All right, so we have possible volume there, tradable area here. The highest point this possibility would come is going to be here. No, why would it want to go there? That's the question. So we have the point of control of this particular location to be right in this zone here. So let's add that in right there versus right there. Okay, I'll leave it right there because this looks more logical. It may look like it wants to go up towards the point of control, which you have 1, 2, 3, 4 support resistances right here. Right, it's a 4 resistance area right here that's gonna hold it back and push it back down. Along with this low volume area where market actually had a lot of volume, had a lot of push to the downside. Right. Let me see how it looks in 30 minutes. 15. Yep, you see this particular location here that I marked out of the 1 hour 30. this bar here is what pushed down, right? So as you can see, market has been holding on that specific area. So within this upper area is where the liquidity is, right? For all the stop losses being put in over here as well. So if I break it the way it did over here, right? If I break this area with a nice big strong bullish bar and then start pushing back down. So that's when I'm going to be in the sell direction, sell bias. So I'm going to leave this with the high volume location, point of control. So that's a reversal area. Right. This is just my support resistance for now to gauge a breakout. And this is my support resistance now to gauge a breakout. So if it wants to break out, it's going to have to break out through here. If it wants to reverse, it's going to have to reverse from here and enter back into the range to go the opposite direction. Let's see what you got here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lows and final breaking point. Right, so I don't know if you guys have paid attention. Market likes to pull back pretty deep after 4 lows. Right, so you have 1. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4 lows. It pull back fairly deep to clear this low here. Right, so you have 1, 2, 3, 4. Pull back fairly deep to clear this previous low here. Right, so the idea here is you have 1, 2, 3, 4. It should theoretically pull back pretty deep to clear the first low here, because everyone keeps pulling their stop losses up and up to the last low, right? Maybe this is the last low right here. But it wouldn't make sense because this is where it's touching the trend line now, right? So if we adjust the trend line a little bit more, right, so it's touching the trend line here. It means that these lows here, 1, 2, 3, are compatible with this low. So this low needs to come back lower, in theory. But now that I'm looking at it, let's see here. So you have 1 high, 2 high, 3 high, comes down 1 more, clears this low, goes up for its 4th high, comes down 1 more, and then goes out, starts going up, right? That's the possibility there. Okay, so like I said, we are sell bias at the moment, so we're waiting for it to go up so we can sell it. Right. I'm not trading a personal account. Danica is trading her account. She has 2 accounts she's trading at the moment, so she is waiting for sales. At the moment. Now let's look at the MT4, MT5. I mean, we have a liquidity value here, 3.57% up here, right? So this is 27.45. Market should push up, take out that area, the system is not going to take a trade because due to the fact that this is six. Is that, did I say 6,000? Okay, so 6,000 EMA here is going to push up towards that area, but the liquidity is showing. All right, so we have it the 1,050 EMA here, which is the 5 minutes 200. Right, 5 minutes 200 is 1,000, of course, but I'm using the high and the lows, so I can have a barricade, sort of wider EMA. Right, so at the 1,000 EMA, as you can see, it's opening up at this point here, and once it opens up, it means you're in a ranging area. Right. Let me see. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that, but when you have a high and a low EMA and they're in a trend, it's gonna be closed like that. Right. And then once it starts ranging again, they're gonna open. The space will open up. And once it opens wider and wider, it means your range is getting flatter and flatter. So while this is being flat here, we're gonna not take trade trades. Right. We're in a 125 pip, no 50 pip range here, which is a cluster. The EA is built in a way that it will not take a trade once it sees these two lines pop up. Right? I mean, it was always there. I just never used to use it. It's just a toggle on and off. So as long as these pop up, it's gonna draw a range automatically at the highest point and the lowest point, which is this and this. It continues to update it every single time it sees one of these things. So now it's been updated for here and here, right? So I won't trade this range at all. It started off taking a trade here, of course, and here. And got stuck closed out over there. I don't know why. It took two trades. I don't think I have ad trade, but anyway, let's look at the history over here. What it did last night. So I took a trade last night manually, and of course I blew that one. But then it took a trade here at 0.12 and took 10 pips out of it, which is $12. It took a 0.1 and took 10 pip on it, which is $10. And then over here it took 10 pips, which is, I mean, 0.13 lot size, which is $13, 10 pip profit again for a buy. And then over here, it added a trade for 0.01. And the added trade got closed out at -8 pips. Right? No, not 0.01, it's 0.1. This one got close to break even, apparently. Right. Okay, so it did pretty good. All the trades it took on autopilot last night won. The ones I took in manual trading lost. Right, because I was taking an impulse trade over here at this particular point, right? Where is it? I took a trade somewhere last night. I came home, I sat on the chart, and I'm like, oh, okay, bye. And then it went against me instantly. I mean, it does take a trade that goes against it, right? Quite a bit too before it actually goes into profit. So those are the type of trades I've been trying to cut out. Of course, it's gonna do it much lesser now, right? But it's gonna happen. And as long as we're in the overall trend to the downside or upside, it can take the trade with the drawdown. It's okay. But I have more changes coming that's actually gonna eliminate that. So currently I have let me see here.
if you guys want updates on the robot, because he's constantly working on it, you can join our Telegram. He keeps updates. When it's ready, he will let you know.
Yeah. When it's completely ready, I'm sure most of you guys are on the Telegram.
Um,
But
but you can tell them what's the plan, like copy trading.
let me see if anyone asked any questions so far. So the EA is not for sale, of course. I'm gonna set up a copy trading for it though. Um, where's the Israel? So once you set up copy trading, everyone is gonna get an opportunity to set their account on it, right? But like I said, I'm not setting up copy trading until I'm absolutely sure it's at least 100% have a high, very very high accuracy, right? Um, Blue arrow simply means it's checking the markets to see if it's bullish on other markets. Same thing with the sell arrows, right? So manually we can trade the system like this. If you start seeing blue arrows and your entries are in favor, all green, you can buy it. If it's red arrows and it shifts to all red, you can sell it. Except when you're in a tight shitty range like this, right? So when your EMAs are angled, you can buy the buys and sell the sells, right? Short term, of course. This cell here doesn't look right. Now, these cells here always look like this area of the cell, right? So that's the downside of it. So it's best to take the cells when there's a lower high, such as this one. So this way you can take these cells here, or these cells here, lower high, right? But yeah, some price action needs to be done when using the EA. I post this every day on my channel. I guess I could take some manual trades today
Yeah,
while I'm on the stream.
you should. But it's right now it's dead.
I know it's right now it's dead. There's no manual trading happening right now.
Every Tuesday. Why does this happen to us?
Because tomorrow is interest rate, so it might be dead the rest of the day. You know. I have this ATR here. I'm trying to figure out how to regulate it. This ATR section here is new 756 ATR. So for the ATR, I have it set at 750. I'm gonna change this to 760. You know, it's 780 is probably safer. So at 780, okay, so it needs to be 780 before it starts triggering trade because I don't want it to accidentally trigger a trade when it doesn't need to, right? So once the ATR hits 780 and higher, it means there's more volatility in the market.
Oh wait, you told me about RSI. If RSI is bullish,
RSI is currently bullish.
should I change my buys to buy that?
So I'm not sure how fast this thing's gonna flip back bearish, but I know it's been flipping bearish, bullish, right? Usually when it's extremely strong bullish, it doesn't flip bearish, bullish. It stays steady in the single direction. Recently, it's been flipping bearish and bullish, right? Like yesterday, it flipped bearish several times and flipped back bullish several times and flipped back bearish again. Now it's bullish again. But overall, this one here worked. The average.
Yeah.
So the average RSI works more better because it shifts in whatever is happening currently.
Oh.
So this is shifting bullish here like this.
Mm-hmm.
The RSI is going to start shifting bullish. If it's shifting bearish, it's going to start shifting bearish.
Oh, okay.
And then you have this volume here that crosses up and down. So you have buy volume in. We had sell volume in this whole time. Over here. See? So from this point here, the sell volume came in. It just stayed in for a while. Right? It was more aggressive. Over here we had the buy volume came in at this crossing point and stayed in for a while. Right? Same thing here. The sell volume came in right there. This cross. And they stayed in the rest of the day. So that sort of helps you stay in the sell side or bear bull side. I haven't programmed this into the EA as yet. I am waiting for the indicator to be made. It's just an OBV indicator with two EMAs in it, right? A 50 and a 200. So that sort of helps guide us. I couldn't find one of these anywhere in the market. So I had to get someone to program this for me. Well, this is just
What
three
is it now?
indicators at that.
Is it above it or below
It's
it?
is below it. The green one is the short one, so no, the green one is the
No, you were telling me if it's above it, stayed. Above, below it, stayed.
yeah.
Is it? What is it
Hold
now?
on, let me change the color so I can make it a little bit more sensible. The 200, I always make it blue. Okay, so the 200 is blue, the 50 is green. The shorter EMA is always green because that guides the way, right? So if it's bullish right now, it means we're having bullish volume at the
But how
moment.
do I know if it's so squeezed in there?
You can see it's bullish. You can see it's above.
Oh, but yeah, that did then.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a matter of it's buffer below. That's all I think. Right, and when this thing starts crossing the thinner one, which is the OBV itself,
Mhm.
starts crossing, it's because of the actual price moving strong.
30 minute did went up, came retested, and went up. So it does look like a buy though. Maybe I should change my buy to buy. Yeah.
I don't know. 30 minutes.
Mhm.
I mean, 30 minutes is
Mm.
looking like it's retesting
They
that
went.
trend line there as well. Yeah.
No, over here you see it retested this area
Oh yeah,
and
it made
went
a higher low.
and still slow down.
Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about now. Maybe you might want to go up to test your zone up there, which your zone is all the way to the top. You know, those blue boxes. I'm thinking it's gonna go to that one first and then drop. Right. And besides that, this rarely ever happens. Your EMAs coming together, the high time
Yeah,
frame
that's
EMAs.
true.
Go back to the most recent pullback. The most recent big pullback, of course. That's not it. That one right there. That's the most recent big
Yeah.
pullback. Right?
But they did come together.
They did come together. They did come to a crossing point. You see, they always came together before they actually went again.
Also, they have to stay like this for a while.
Yeah. So they always come together, whipsaw everything out, and then go again. Which means this is a volatility building playground over here. Um,
Oh, how long do you think I should do it? Up to here and do it right there. Yeah, like you do.
no, do the whole thing, the beginning to the end of the range.
Like this.
Yeah, not to where it ended right there. That's where it ended.
Like this.
Yeah, because that was still considered being inside of the range, you know. And check see you line up with that past one over there since you still have access to it.
Where? Like this.
Yeah, not the low, the shitty the shit all the shitty price areas. Right. So there, that's your range.
Yeah.
So that means it fits on the past both times, which increases the probability in the current time. Right. Let's just go about silver. Silver is still selling. The silver is still selling aggressively,
So tell them that this range might continue all the way to here, to the yellow.
which is what date?
You see?
28th, Thursday, Tuesday. Oh, so okay, so it's gonna range all day today.
Yeah.
All right. So what we did here is I'll show you.
You can draw the yellow line on the 4 hour.
All right. So if you were to go back into the
Unless
past,
it drops though, you know.
if it drops, it's gonna just do a small move, but that's about it. Okay. So you have your range starting here, ending here, right? And I believe I did this last week for you guys as well. Um, then we have our range starting here and ending here again, right? At this particular point is where it stopped. It sort of trended down here farther and it ranged from here to here, right? But overall, this EMA here and this EMA here started flattening out here, started taking off here, right? Which means the flattening out starts here and the range starts here. So this range is starting slightly different. Oh no, same way. Yep, because this was still up, and then it sort of flattened out inwards, downwards. So you see, similarly to this one here, how everything came down, then it sort of started going up, then broke out, retested, and went, right? We don't want to be in this situation where it breaks out of the zone, and then retests and then goes. With us really having sell bias, right? So another thing here is the possibility of this range continuing until Wednesday is highly likely, right? So this range is going to continue till Wednesday at 11 o'clock at night.
But in the past, when it was under, it usually drops and stays back and forth.
I don't know where.
Look over here, it dropped. The range to and drop.
It always drops before it goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see over here? It's making a triangle. Over here, you see?
And the second one it didn't drop; it just kept going. It went sideways like it did right now and went.
Well, to be fair, this area isn't a buy area, you know? They're comparing
Yeah.
the buy area.
I mean, I think its interest rate is going to come. If it spikes up, it has a reason to spike up. There's valid reasoning to spike up. Quite a bit, too. So, if interest rate comes tomorrow, it has reason to come all the way up there. Or even all the way up here again. Right? So, it has valid reason to spike up. Then also, if you look at the trend line over here, it's at the trend line at the moment as well. Right?
Yeah.
So it has
The
reason to reject.
orange line.
It's not like there's no reason for it to reject there. It has reasonable reason to reject here.
No, yeah. That's the structure. Those mountain tops.
Oh yeah, there's structures, there's previous structures there. So yeah, it has a lot of reason to reject here, and even go all the way to the very top again. Right? It has actually a reason to go all the way to the very top again once more before it actually turns. So you have to be careful with the cells, of course. Yeah, it can be fear-based, but it can be real also. Because you did take the trade from the top all the way down.
Yeah.
So you can't say that you didn't catch the trade. You cast the trade.
Yeah.
Right? So it's becoming a little bit more suspicious. You get out.
Yeah. But I still have to wait out this range though.
And yeah, you can wait out the range because we know it's not going to go far for anywhere today. We know it's going to range today. So if it comes back to the bottom of the range, you can cut some of the profit out.
Yeah.
You can close out some of the
Which will
trades.
be 120%.
Right, so you can close out 120% at the bottom here when it comes back, and then wait for the big pullback at interest rate, and then take sells once again, if
Or
necessary,
just to buy.
or just take buys to go all the way back up to the top.
So we will see, you guys. We will see what we're gonna do.
Right?
But my profits are good. I'm very happy with my profits either way.
Yeah, there's nothing happening right now, to be honest. There's like no trading happening.
Well, it's 7:30 now, so we have to wait.
We have to wait until 8 o'clock for some volume to come in. Volume needs to be ripe at 780 before I trust any move. So yesterday, I don't know if you guys looked at the stream yesterday, but volatility, the ATR was very high. It was around 780 to 800, while this thing kept dropping all day, right? So I had an all-day drop. During this drop here, it was at 850, almost 900 ATR, right? Now I did some specific calculation here with the ATR. So it's a multi-time frame analysis. ATR.
Somebody asked, joined our Telegram and said, how can I earn 20% daily?
How to earn 20% daily?
Alps is asking.
I can answer that question. How to earn 20% daily?
Is the Alps there still, or just came to ask on Telegram? I don't know.
I think it's probably still there. Hold on, you probably ask in the chat. Let me check the chat. How to earn 20%?
Wait, you're clicking in the wrong area.
No. Okay. Anyway, I'll answer that Telegram question. How to make 20%? So when I was doing 20%, you have to understand your lot sizing, right? So for every dollar, if I have $100 in my account divided by 50, and then multiply that by 0.01. Your lot size is 0.02, right? So this is my lot size I'm going to use for my first entry, then my second entry, and then my third entry. And by the time you get to your second entry at 50 pips, you're at 20%, right? But
you can do what I do, be a swing trader and take a daily bar.
And Annika does that as well. So she puts the same lot size in that I just told you about there. That's why she's at 100% from here to here, right? Because she was able to put in the lot sizing properly from here and work her way down, add a trade carefully down the path.
Yeah, you don't pump the trades either. You have to
wait for your pullback.
Which one? Yeah, because for example, it depending on what chart you're trading. So if you're trading 5-minute chart, and if you want to take the 30-minute trend, right? Then you understand that it's a 30-minute trend. That means that 30-minute trend is gonna stop and do a 30-minute trend up, pullback. So you have to choose your poison. You have to choose your chart, because in order to make it 20% a day, or like me, one daily bar, double your account 100%, you have to choose your poison. Because if you're going to enter trades at 5 minutes, but thinking that it's that trend that never gonna end, you're gonna lose, because you cannot hold trades with the high lot sizes, because if it goes against you, you're doomed. So you have to choose it. So if you can make a 20% on a 50, so I had tried different ways. For example, I made a lot of 20%. Actually, I made 49%, 45% a day. I was just trading 60 pips a day. So I would take 50 to 65, 70, sometimes depending on the move. So if you catch a move, if you know it's a sure thing, you take it to the end of that move and there you take a 60 pip trade, you made your 20%. That's one option. Second option is overnight option. So when you know for sure that is a move is happening, you take it from the tip, but it has to be from the tip. Other than that, whenever you decide to enter, it goes against you. You take it overnight, and then you take a small lot size if you know it's true. And then when it's happening in Asia time, you put your one of the lots and then you hold it overnight. So that's a second option to make 20%.
Actually, because of Annika, I decided to put the EA at a 200 pip drawdown in order to make just 10 pip. Because what I've seen from her trading is that she would determine her bias, stick to her bias, and take the trades and the pullbacks, right? So she would take the trade in the supply demand zones here at pending orders she would have. It would come in, take her pending order as it goes against her, and then come right back, right?
Yeah, but that's with the low lot size.
But she would do low lot size, of course.
That's not a high lot size.
She would do the at lot size.
Oh, I'm counting the ways they can make 20%. So 60 pip, they can make it 20%. 60 pip, 50 pip trades, you can make 20%. Overnight ones.
Yeah.
And a daily bar, right? Daily bar meaning like I did, for example, now, meaning that you enter from the tip from the previous day. So you have two options: the previous day, because you know the next bar is going to be red, just like me. I knew there's going to be red. And then you enter that. And then the waited out Sunday, you go ahead and enter a little bit. You're entering on the 4-hour bar, then 4-hour areas. You wait for the retest, enter another one, and then it does 30-minute pullbacks. You enter that one and take the whole day, and then get out. Right after daily closes, you can just get out. That's your 20% like that. You can do that. So I think the minimum you can do is 50 pip is great, because 10 pip is dangerous. For example, I don't like, I actually tried scalping and it went against me, right? I lost money, so I had to get it back, my money. So scalping never works for me. Every time I say I'm going to try scalping, I lose money. I don't know. Next time I told you, whenever I say scalping, just slap me, because I can't do it. I get excited about it, but then I can't do it. But you guys, I do not recommend 10 pip scalping for 20 pip. It has to be minimum 50 pip. I think, for example, I remember that when I was doing 50 pip, it was perfect. I had no complaints. 50 pip, 60 pip, you can make 20%. But you have to know when it's turning, because when you're making 50 pip, you're not holding. So you're in the middle of things. You're in the middle of you're basically jumping in a running train. So you have to make sure that you're accurate on your price action in order to make the 20 pip. So when people are, 20 pip, 20%. So when people are constantly asking us, judging us, being negative about it, they don't understand that we're not saying that it's easy. You have to be extremely precise in your trading, right? Because when people were slamming us, it's like hating us. I don't understand that. If someone is making money, that's good for them. You just ask them how they're doing it, instead of being so negative about it. But we never said it's easy. You really have to know what you're doing. If you don't, then that's why nobody else is making 20%, because it's not that easy. For example, in my case, look, I took the whole daily and I made 100% on my account. So that wording that it says on the live that trader 20%, it's not a lie, because it's right here. I'm making 100% on my trade right now. It's just that you have to be really, really careful. So sometimes if the setup is right, yes, I can come and scalp 20% and move along. But I don't do that anymore. I'm just a swing trader now. I just go take 100%, in 3 days, 4 days, which is good. Like last time I made 140% in 4 days, right? But I am very comfortable with that, because it requires a lot of patience.
All right, so the robot was not going to take a trade at this moment in time. It's going to wait for a high volatility market or not trade at all. I prefer to not trade at all. Manually, I'm itching to click buy over here. Right? So, understandably, that's our problem. That's everyone's problem. Right? I'm not any different. Um, my problem is I'm itching to hit a buy button, bam, 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 bam,
Oh,
bam.
but it's a flat now.
And that's what gets me in trouble, right?
Flat.
So the idea is to get something that doesn't have the emotions I have, which is a robot, and just fix it one error at a time. That's what I'm doing, fixing one error at a time.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to add that I lost money after I made 140%. I lost some money because of one small mistake. It was really tiny mistake. So I have everything written down on my chart. Everything is there. Everything is set up on my chart. All you have to do is basically follow it, right? And if I missed one, how can I say that proper word?
One rule.
One rule. I got screwed. I lost money. So I'm getting the money back and to make money. But not because of the strategy was wrong. It was emotions.
She just forgot one part of her.
Yeah, even though it's there in front of my eyes, it was right there, and emotions was involved, right? The one that Jai was talking about. It's not only on robot. In my case too, if I have any emotion involved, that you can kiss goodbye that 140%. So I'm not saying that making 140% in 4 days, in my case, since Friday to now, I don't know, how 120%, it's easy. It's not. You have to be extremely accurate on your entrances and um, exits and no emotions, right? So I'm still a human being. I do have emotions. And don't forget about the subliminals.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys know about the subliminals or even believe how strong the started taking buys while the market is going down. And then you're like, I don't know why I was taking buys an hour later. Then you started market is going up and you're hitting sells for some odd reason. You're like, okay, it's gonna go down from here, right? And it keeps going up. It's gonna go down from here. It's gonna keep going up. Goes down from here. It keeps going up. And then you walk away. You come back. You're like, what was happening? Why was I buying the market while it was selling the market while it's going up?
Yeah, evidence is on
Right.
the sentiment. Look at people when they are buying or selling when the market is going the other way around.
Yeah.
You have thousands and millions of people clicking the opposite of the market. How do you explain that?
So yeah, for the sentiment, like this is the proof, right?
You can't
here.
say that all these people are wrong. There are a lot of good traders out
There's a
there.
lot of good traders that are like, for example,
Oh, that's the wrong one.
I know
That's
the
it,
Zero
yeah.
USD. Everyone here was selling while the bullish market was going bullish, right? Because all these things were pointing towards the sell side because everyone was selling, right? The reason everyone was selling is I don't think it's your fault that you're selling. I think it's if you spend more than 10 minutes on the chart itself, you can start doing the wrong thing automatically. And you have zero control over it. Annika tries to walk away from the chart as much as possible now. And her entries are getting triggered by pending orders. Every time she does a market execution, she loses.
Yeah, if I sit here and your bias changes.
Yeah, as you sit here, your
Like
bias
just
starts.
now, I was like, maybe it's
Maybe it's a buy. We should be buying, right? And guess what? Look at this. Maybe it's a buy. We should be buying. Where's the sentiment, right? So remember when this was going up, the thoughts were maybe it's a sell. I should be selling because it's gonna pull back now. It's gonna pull back now. Now that they want to buy, just gauge your feelings. If your feelings are saying, "Well, I should be buying aggressively right now,"
Yeah.
that's
Instincts. You should never listen to your instincts because long time ago when our parents were used to tell us about instincts, they didn't know that right now instincts is not a real thing, right? Even a guy, what's his name? I'm gonna find his name. Made a talk about it. He does say that uh, you think that it's you, your thoughts, your feelings, right? You think that you're making right decisions, but there are a lot of subliminals, and everything is basically telling you what to think. Social media, the social um, construct of our living, they're all telling you what to think, what to believe, right? So you think that you're making those decisions. What is difference on the charts? It's the same thing. So you shouldn't go with your instincts. You should go by logic. You cannot use any emotions on the chart whatsoever. If you do, you're gonna get screwed.
That's hard to do. The emotions is so hard to do. I get emotional all the time.
On the charts only.
Yeah, on the charts only, by the way. I'm not necessarily an emotional person. I just get emotional on the charts. Like I start collecting vibes and I get excited about the vibes or the sun and then I lose. Right.
Oh look, it's still ranging.
Yeah, it's gonna rage all day.
You see, this thing is going in a complete triangle. It's completely flat now. Look how many bars are flat over here.
I'm just more happy that I'm not trading than trading. Trading is painful.
Yeah.
Right, I'm happy the robot has its parameters now. Before I used to be like, I need to make money right now, you know. But in truth, if I make money right now and then I lose it tomorrow, I really didn't make money right now.
Does anybody else trade anything else besides gold? Because I see on YouTube people are
I mean, more than
like,
likely it's gonna come to this point here. So if you guys are in buys, good for you. It's gonna work.
375. Yeah, where's in the bottom? Do you have anything in the
Let
bottom?
me see if the target is big in the bottom here as well. There's no target at the bottom. Let me go to
Oh, no
high-
target?
Let me go to a higher time frame, maybe 5 minutes.
Can't be. There's always a target somewhere in the bottom.
All the way at the bottom here.
What price is that?
That is 27.29. It's 151 pips away down. Oh, that's nice.
27.
So that's
29.
at weekly daily low, previous day's low. So maybe market is gonna jump past the previous day's low and just keeps going bearish the rest of the day. We have monthly highs here, and we have 2 weeks ago highs here, right? So we have a lot of levels here.
I forgot what number you said.
It's the previous day's low.
I'm putting a thing in there. Line 27.
27.30.
Exact?
Yeah, 27.30, 47.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm putting this line in here.
Oh.
Oh, okay. This area. So previous low.
Yeah, previous day's low,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was putting.
which is the current.
I was
low.
typing in the numbers on this.
So more than likely, it's gonna pump down there before it goes anywhere. So you're gonna make all your profits back. That's it. Sort of did it build back on.
Well, I didn't lose a lot of money. It's just a little bit went up. Oh, look, volatility is coming in, yeah?
It's hitting this target right now. That's why the volatility coming in. So we can
Oh,
hit
so
that target.
volatility coming in, yeah.
Okay, yeah, in 5 minutes, volatility is gonna be coming in a little bit more aggressive.
5 minutes, 200 is flat.
This ATR number is still new, so it's only 2 days old. Yesterday was the first day I got it tested. I just adjusted this to 780. So until it's above 780, it's not going to trade, right? Because I don't want to accidentally take a buy as it pops out outside here, and then it comes back in the range, and I'm screwed. So 780 is, I think, it's going to be fairly strong for it to have to reach. It's a high demand. Now this market really needs to be pumping in order to hit 780 to turn on the EA to start taking a trade. And when it does take a trade, it's going to take one trade only. clear this 10 pip, and then wait for a reset off of the 200. If it does not come back to the 200, it will not take a trade again. We just said I was going to reset, right? I wanted to reset it off to 50. But what I'm afraid of is if I reset it out to 50, what's going to happen is this. Okay, is this thing going up or what? It's still inside of this zone here, absorbing that order, absorbing the top. It's a possibility it might push up a little bit higher and then start falling again. The volume is in bullish. Strong bullish volume here. All the charts are moving in sync with it. So we have dollar being bullish at the moment as well. Right, so if the dollar pairs are being bullish up here, so bar by bar, dollars are being bullish, EMAs are being bullish. So that means it's going to be a temporary bullish move as well. Dollar needs to be doing
what's going on with the dollar? I have my dollar here, but you say that this dollar is not the same as the dollar you have because of the.
Yeah, it's 71% bullish right now, so it's going to start ranging.
Over here.
Once it flips bearish, this is going to go higher. But for the time being, it's still bullish, right?
Dollar has a skip on Sunday, or is it Monday? Where was this? There was a skip from Friday.
I gotta eat, they're starving.
So it must go take it. We also use correlation. If you guys use correlation, correlation has saved my life so many times. It helps me in self-control, discipline, and control my emotion and clicky fingers. So if you have clicky fingers, I recommend putting correlation. Jai is a genius. I mean, he told me to put the correlation. So we have, you guys have notebooks out so you can write it down what I'm saying. So it's XAU USD, obviously the one that we are using. And then XAU AUD, AUD. And then XAU Euro. And what is this? Silver, which is XAG USD, right? And this one is silver, XAG AUD ASI, and XAG Euro, EUR. So you put those and you are going to be better right away in your trading. Because secret, the gold is used, gold going with the silver. Obviously, it's not a secret. I mean, you guys are listening. Maybe somebody already has it. I know Jai has mentioned it many times on Tuesdays, that what kind of correlation he's using. So some of you who already know this, some of you who don't, well, you're welcome. Because it does help you a lot. Because when you think that, what do? You put it in a minutes. So for example, I personally do draw up my charts on golds, so which is our gold, Aussie, and Euro. I draw it up as if I'm trading it. And silver, so you put it in and you put in a number, for example, 5 minute, all on the 5 minutes. So this way you look at them. When you are about to make a clicky fingers, you kind of look at it and see if they're all moving in sync. If they're not, then you wait until they do, unless you know where it's going for sure, of course.
So
It's going to save your life.
just coming into zone right now. What she's talking about is this here.
You already have it somewhere. Do you have it correlation in it?
Unless Angie took it off. No,
Why would she take it off?
I don't know. Yeah, I used to have it. Come on, Angie. Maybe it's in blank. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is, we have 6 charts there. You open each of them at there.
So this popped out of the range. The 30-minute has 27 minutes. So, the new 1 hour bar.
Alright.
So it's on the 50 of the 1 hour right now. It's on the 38% of the Fibonacci of the bar of the move. Unless I can't see the thing.
So you keep an eye on these here. It helps. It helps tremendously. Right. You see, this is doing a reverse triangle here. Same thing here. Same thing here. It's completed the triangle already on the silvers, and the golds has been doing just a square range. This one is has been doing an uptrend this whole morning, right? So Aussie has been doing upward, making higher lows this whole time.
Yeah.
On top of the range, whereas this one is doing higher lows. Gold USD is doing higher lows while going through the range, right? So if we had looked at this morning, actually this buy would have been caught, right? You were looking at this.
So you see, you guys, looking at the correlation is a good thing.
Right, if you had looked at this morning here, you would have seen that, okay, this is above the range. This is inside the range still. This one here broke out of the range, so therefore this buy strength here is actually valid, right? Based on what we're seeing. I mean, it's a shitty buy, of course. It's red queen, red queen, red queen that we're buying. But in the EA, if you're gonna be looking at it on my channel, the way to use it manually is wait for the signals to come in, or if you want to take trades off of your own strategy and for some additional confirmation, if it's strong green and it's giving these arrows here, these blue arrows, then it's bullish. If it's strong red and giving red arrows, then it's bearish. And of course above all the EMAs, right? This group of EMAs, not these big ones. These big ones are just support resistances I'm looking at. But as you can see, all green, blue arrows above this 50 linear weighted. You can buy it. Same thing here. Same thing here. Not all of them are going to win, but majority of them are going to win. I just stick with a downtrend location. So if it's downtrending and flips bearish, you take the sell there. If it's downtrending and flips bearish, you take the sell there. And that's the way the watch program to do it as well.
Okay, it's on the 50 now of the 1 hour. I feel like I can't see anything because there's so many things here.
You have a news today?
Yes, at 10 o'clock.
Oh.
And besides, this buy happened at 3:30, so somebody had to take the buy on in bottom of the range of the 30-minute in order to take this breakout. So it's like you see 30-minute breakout just happened. The ternary test.
You see the volume here increased as this was continuing up. But I don't know if it's not breaking out. It broke out here. That's about it.
Yeah, it broke out of the 30-minute range. Like, pop.
You have to close outside of it. Did it close outside of it already?
No, it's 21 minutes left.
Oh. Still there?
Yeah, it's still there. Didn't go anywhere. I'm looking at this 30-minute order block over here mm, to see what's gonna happen. It's also the 200 of the 30-minute is there, so it's kind of dangerous to burn.
Oh, guys, I don't use the correlation that Annika was talking about physically. I use it here through the calculation. So if all 6 charts are moving bullish, it's gonna show these arrows right here. Right, the EA just took a trade because it gave a trade right outside of this zone here. But I thought I said above 78, it should be taking a trade. What's going on? 780, I mean. I was supposed to take a buy trade above 780. Oh yeah, it didn't take a trade. They just took a manual trade. I mean, so the EA has two options, right? It has an option to go manual. So whereas I take the trade manually by looking at the signals, or it takes the trade for me with the signals. So what I did with this here is that it's gonna still show a trade. It's still gonna give a trade option to take it manually, but it will not take the trade and actually execute a trade until this sees that it's 780 or higher, right? So if volatility is 780 or higher, only then it will execute trades. Until then, it won't execute any trades. It's just going to show that, okay, there was a potential trade here, right? So you're still going to get signals. Even though it's in low volatility, it's still going to give you signals. As I was saying about the correlation, this is checking all 6 charts. This is checking all 6 chart, bar by bar, and EMAs. So it's using a 9 EMA off of all the charts on a 1-minute chart, and bar by bar using tick data to check where the bars are, and also 1-minute bars. So if the bars are bullish, it's going to show you that blue arrows, all 6 bars are bullish currently on 6 charts, right? And vice versa. So yeah, everything here is visible on the EA. You don't have to actually go and look at the 6 charts on your chart, right? Independently, the EA tells you that automatically already. Yeah, this definitely is coming into this zone here, but slow and steady. That's a 30-minute. So 30-minute is definitely coming into this rejection zone. This is Annika's. She has this EMA on there. It always rejects from this EMA, almost 100% of the time. Very rarely does it just go through. And when it does go through and closes above, it stays above, and it ranges here the rest of the week again. But you're expecting a range, remember?
No.
We're expecting a range to the rest of the night, so which is until here. So this may actually just come up here and range, and then push back down, then range again. I don't know. It could be ranging right here all day. So this would be the move of the day.
What's today's daily? It's 120 so far. It moved 124.
See what I'm looking at this. Oh, you see all these drops, these pullbacks here? They're all the same dynamics, right? They all broke the previous two lows, and then went back up. Previous two lows went back up. This one also broke the previous two lows. Now it's pushing back up. It's just that this is now going for a start high. This one actually made a complete ABC move. These didn't.
I'm gonna wait for this 4 hour to close because this 4 hour close is gonna tell me what's going on. I personally have to wait for the 4 hour to close. Because I have a suspicion that it might want to go to 2752. I mean, not precisely 2252. It's like, yeah, let me grab my cursor. Hold on. 2750. So it's like 2750, 51, 52. So these ish, like, so 21, 50, 51, 52. So I think it might go or range here. Or weaken there quickly. You know how it does. So that's zone, basically. So I have to wait for the 4 hour to close, and then I will, after the 4 hour, either about to close or will close, I'm going to enter a sell and see what happens. Right? But that's going to happen in 38 minutes. So until then, you can buy, guys, if you want.
There you go. You can buy this. Someone said buy in chat too. I think it was Jeff. Jeff was saying to buy. If it breaks Asia. The TP was 2761. Let's check that out.
Yeah, because in order to catch this buy, you would have to buy it inside the range, which was 7 o'clock, 7:10, right? And then wait it out. And this breakout, that's why I don't like breakouts. A lot of people do use breakouts. I personally, I'm terrified out of breakouts because breakouts is a scam. It's there to catch you. So look, it broke out and then stayed there.
Breakouts is a scam.
Isn't it? Look at the 30 minute. You see, it broke out, and you're supposed to look at it in a lower time frame. And I am looking at it on a 5 minute, and became doji, tiny red, and now came to inside the pullback.
Yeah, you can see the breakouts are scam. This one is a scam breakout. This one is a scam breakout. This one is a scam breakout. This one was also a scam breakout. Yeah, some breakouts are fine. The breakout during an angled market is what works. The breakout of a range doesn't always work. Those are the ones that catches us. But if it's trending like this in a sharp angle, your EMAs are all angled, then those breakouts work, which would be these breakouts here, right? But currently we're not in an angle. We're in a so if you wanted a breakout, it would be a sell breakout, right? The bullish breakout it's not gonna work because you're breaking out into support resistance throughout the top, right? So as you can see here, these breakouts as on the sell side weren't so very friendly breakouts, right? They all came back in. This breakout here came right back up, right? But on the buy side, you just wait for the breakout and you would only get this one, right? It's similar with the sell side right now. You wait for a sell side breakout, it's going to be a lot more profitable.
Okay, especially you have the 50 there. You have 1 hour is 50. It's that that it just poked in with its horn there for 5 seconds, right? So you gotta be careful on that one.
Okay.
I'm not entering sell because I'm trying to be responsible. I'm gonna wait until for our about to close or close. So I'm just gonna wait patiently wait.
So 761.
61?
Yeah, what's what are the guys were saying? Jeff was saying 2761 for anything profit sharing. It's plausible.
Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, that means it has to pass a lot of restrictions to get
It's
there.
possible. It's just that it has to pass a lot of information to go there. It's a 100 pip move.
Well, if it goes there, yeah,
150 pip move. If it goes there, of course, it's a sell zone, right? It's a nice sell zone actually,
yeah.
because there's a lot of liquidity inside of these area. That drop down the first few bars. It drops.
61.
Yeah, this is the previous structure right here.
Yeah, maybe he's correct. You know,
Right? Isn't that where your green box
I'm
is
not
right
the
now?
one to say no to someone's strategy.
Yeah, that's you have a green box there as well.
Yeah, I mean that requires a lot of strength to get there. After,
Yeah, the thing is, it's almost there.
look, it needs to break this.
Yeah.
It needs to. I mean,
Right? It has to break this zone here
it
in order
can,
to get to there.
So
So the probability with rejecting this zone becomes likely, right? You have this zone, and you have these clusters of EMAs that's been navigating through, right?
mm,
This is a rejection zone. You have market structure
yeah.
here. You have an order
Look,
block
it
here.
wants to go. Maybe he's right. It's gonna
Um,
go all the way there. So if you think it's gonna get there, I mean, I can't say no.
It's just that
Maybe you're right.
with our analysis, we're saying that it can reject here as a strong point to come back down, even at least this low.
Yeah, but remember,
Right.
Jaito also told me that when it comes down, I should get out of my cell, right? So you're right. It might go there.
Or it can go up here one shot, but I believe it's gonna range today, and it actually won't go even here.
No.
I mean, it can go here. It's just gonna range up to there,
Yeah.
and then at night it's gonna go to rest.
Oh, look at
possibly
this.
reject.
On sentiment, 3 arrows by coming
Okay, so sellers are coming back in. Sellers are playing our game again.
in. Yeah. But this changes too.
Yeah. I mean, it could go all the way up here. Liquidity is there.
Yeah.
Right? That's where it dropped from. Let's see where that. It's just that it didn't pause while its way up there, and it didn't pause on its way down here. This is where it paused. This next pause, right? It paused here and then paused here again before it dropped. So therefore, there is something happening at this particular price, which is the low volume area here that I was mentioning earlier, right? I put this up here because Annika did this, but realistically, that's your zone that you're looking back to reverse it. Right, we're looking to reverse in this low volume area over here.
No, it all depends on the price action, how it's going to look like.
Right, so this low volume area is what my initial.
I don't say that that's going to be rejecting there unless I see what's happening.
Right, or at least this will hold the range in, so it can be traded. Right, it wasn't traded previously. It might hold the range here in order to be traded, and if it's traded very well, and sellers win, then it might push back down, or if buyers really pushes back up. We know sellers are gonna win if everyone starts buying, of course. So far, sentiment is flipping towards the bullish side again, so it's a possibility it may want to continue up after this range.
Yeah.
I mean, I think interest rate might cause it to spike all the way up, to be honest, and then start dropping. I don't think it's gonna sell right away.
Yeah. No, I am not going to hold myself. I told Jack that I'm going to wait until Wednesday. I have time until 2 o'clock to make that decision, either I'm getting out or I'm staying in. And besides, like, Jai said I can get out of my cell whenever it comes down a little bit. Takes those orders. I can get out. So and then see if it's a buy. I'm gonna take that buy, but I'm not going to get out of the buy at 27.62. Someone said I'm not going to get out of the buy there. If I'm gonna enter the buy, I am holding that buy.
Oh yeah, Jeff was saying he should have entered at this closing here. Yeah, you could have entered there. At least your drawdown would have been minimal, and then you would be in profit right now the whole time, which would have been coulda, shoulda, could have been. You would have made 14 pips, 15 pips there. Tops. A quick 15 pips. That's okay. Don't worry about it. If it continues up, you'll be fine. But look at that, it's continuing up. You turn the bar open, it pushed up. And you have up to this point here to come up to, right? So it's gonna go either way at this up to this level area. So you have a good 32 pips to take out of the market, right? At least.
What is your robot saying
It's
for
saying
the
it's,
buy?
it's saying it's bullish right there,
Oh, okay.
right? So we have bullish strength here, very strong bullish strength. Over here we have buy strength as well because the sell strength is low. It's below 100,
Yeah.
and we have average buy strength is 261.
Where's RSI?
The average RSI currently is 11 to 2. So that means all the charts on the RSI is bullish, right? Meaning all these RSIs are bullish on each independent chart. Strong bullish,
Mm-hmm.
right? So everything is pushing upwards at the moment, right? See, all of them are bullish at the moment.
Mhm.
Whereas yesterday, the average was mostly to the south side, right?
Uh-huh. What happened to that RSI?
This RSI shifted bearish like 1 or 2 times yesterday, and it stayed bullish most of the day.
Oh, that's the one you're telling me that doesn't change. Yeah.
Yeah, this one takes forever to change. So as long as the trend is overall to the upside, it's gonna stay bullish for a long time.
Yeah.
Yesterday it came down to neutral because of the strong push to the downside, but it only shifted bearish like 2 times. When I reviewed the video recordings. See, this trade that it gave over here earlier would have been profits. It would have closed profits already, right? Of course, it would have went into drawdown, approximately 17 pips, and then went back up into profit. So these trades are gonna, if it's not trading, if it's not executing a trade, it's gonna give a trade, but at least it's gonna be a good probability trade, right? I I wasn't so impressed with these trades here, to be honest, that it took last night, right? I wasn't impressed with this last night trade. This was bullshit. But I understand that the trend was down. And now the trend is flipping back to the bullish side. You see here? This range is 200. It's crossing the 5-minute 200 here. So that's not a good sign.
Mm.
I mean, it could essentially do this again here. Look, you can essentially just cross it and just cross back down pretty easily,
Mm.
right? Especially if it stays flat. which is staying flat. It's still even angled to the downside slightly.
Well, I still have to wait for the 4 hour to close to make a
Yeah.
decision.
All right, you have another entry, possible entries there. So if you wanted to enter that, you hit the buy button.
Oh, yeah, because the robot was clean.
For 10 pips. Yeah. Right, we're bullish here, we're bullish here. Still. We're bullish everywhere at the moment. Based on all the data that I'm looking at, is fairly bullish. Dollar is bearish here, bearish here. So that'll promote this push to the upside. And we have the 6 charts moving bullish as well, EMA version of it. It's moving bullish. We have 50% also moving bullish at the moment. So the probability of this going into profit becomes likely.
Yeah.
ATR 770, so the EA will take a trade as soon as this hits above 780. Remember, this is a trial I'm doing at the moment. So 780 is going to be a trial. Now I regret turning it off to 750. But 750 would have caused me to take a trade inside of this range, which is what I don't want. I'm trying to get it to trade outside of this range. Right? So it needs to be at 780 to be strong trending market. Even if it's trending up or trending down, either way it's trending somewhere. As you can see, I am not too worried about making 20% at the moment. I've stopped focusing on 20% for now temporarily, because if the EA is trading at an absolute winning in an absolute winning way, then we will never have to worry about failing, right? And the reason I was focused on making 20% today was so I can fail harder, right? So this way I can understand where the failures are happening gradually in order to fix those failures. Um, and it's the same thing I do with the EA. I push it pretty hard. I put giant stop losses to see how it gets stopped out. If it gets stopped out at all, those are going to be the areas I fix. Because if it takes a trade and gets stopped out at 200 pips, then that's a trade I never want to take again. Right? So that's how I fixed the robot, one trade at a time. Right? So fixing it one trade at a time made it better and better every single time. As long as it's winning, it's okay if it goes 60, 50 pips in drawdown, as long as it wins. But if I remove the one trade or the two trade that is doing stop losses on, hitting the stop losses on, it means those were completely dead or wrong trades. Those are the trades that gets us in trouble. So we'll never take those again. One at a time, I'm eliminating them until there's going to be no more. All right, so I have my stream that's running. What am I doing? So I have my stream running here as well on my channel, right? In order to just capture the live data, right? So I am doing that every day, 2 times a day. So I do night shift and day shift, so it can check both directions. I mean, both sessions. No wonder I'm so sleepy. Did I took a trade and tell the market back?
Why? Is that going?
It stopped going, isn't it? See? It looks like a rejection zone there. It's in Annika's rejection zone already. Right? So anything's gonna push that 10 more pip and reject or continue, but it's gonna be very difficult to continue.
Maybe it's gonna go up.
I don't know. Yeah, it's gonna go slightly more. Yeah, I agree. Like 10 or 15 pips more.
Maybe the buy started already. I don't know.
No, it's going into that 30-minute. There's a 30-minute market structure on the left side there. Right, that's where it's holding on right now. That's where it's getting stuck at right now. Right, so market's getting stuck right here. So it's getting stuck right here, right? This zone. And remember, this is a trap bar, so buyers are trapped here. They're getting out at this point, right? So all the buyers that was hedging, they hedged back up, but. Now they came out here, they're closing these buys, and the existing buy they took throughout here, and now they can supposedly sell again from this point.
Yeah, that's a rejecting because it's a 200 after 30 minutes.
Yeah. All right, let's see what happens.
And my sell zone.
See, 780. That's why I said do it for 780. If it goes to 780, market's gonna start moving, and once it starts moving, I think the trades are gonna go into profit.
Yeah. So I have entered a sell on the 5-minute doji. I don't know how it's gonna go. So you see a 5-minute bar. You see the not the one that just dropped, but the one that was little doji. Yeah. I entered there. When 1 minute started going into doji rejections, if you guys look at your 1 minute, you see how it started slowing down and it started going on dojis? I entered a sell on that.
So I think I entered a sell here on this doji.
Yeah, if you look at the 1 minute, you see how it's becoming doji? That was my cue, basically. So I entered one of those dojis. To be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th doji. I don't know. I might be wrong on that sell, but you have to understand where I'm coming from. I just have to. I cannot have emotions involved.
Yeah, based on her strategy, this is her sell zone. So she's selling her sell zone, right?
So if you think it's a buy, don't listen to me. I just have to enter it because I have ton of cells on the top, so I'm not gonna lose money over this one cell over here.
And even if it goes against her up to here, it's gonna reject back somewhere.
Yeah.
Because
So
at the end of the day, 30-minute must come back down
right
to
now
test
it
as well.
went instant, no drawdown, instant 10 pip, 12 pip. Yeah. But if you guys think that it's a buy, then it must be a buy, you know. I just have to do it with no emotions. I have to take this trade because that's my strategy, right? And then when it comes, so when it comes back to 200 of the 1 hour and 4 hour closes, depends on how this 4 hour closes and how the other 4 hour opens, I might get out of the sell.
Yeah, you have to be aware of the volume is up.
So I have to actually wait it out, right? I have to wait for this 4 hour to close and then the other 4 hour to open and then make a decision on getting out of the sell, right? So if you think it's a buy, then maybe it's a buy, you know. I'm already in the sell, so that's why I have to wait my sell out.
Yeah, this is above zero here on the thick volume bullish side. Well, maybe volume is still bullish because you're still expanding upwards.
But you said, look, Leo, 772.
Yeah, it's the volatility is coming in
Yeah.
one points at a time, one
Yeah.
pip at a time. But the volatility doesn't mean that bullish or bearish. It just means big move is
Yeah,
coming.
that's very important to clarify for everybody as
Right.
well.
So the ATR just simply means that we're waiting for something bigger to happen at the moment. And as you can see, it's adding up. 73 now, moving over to 78, and the EA itself is going to start taking trade on autopilot. It's going to go into a trading mode. So I would like to see that happen today, at least once, to see how it takes that trade. Because this will be the second day that thing is. I'm using that part of the EA. I do have some second volume analysis coming. That's going to help the EA to understand other markets, so it can analyze other markets in a volume analysis manner. It's just that I'm waiting for this indicator to be built and this indicator to be rebuilt, because I pay attention. There's some issues with this indicator right now. I initially copied it off of this MT4 indicator here, right? So right now this number here is 1.4 and this number here is not 1.4, it is 5.8. So there's some calculation differences here that I need to get this programmer looking at again. But these two indicators here, I'm gonna add into the system across all markets, so it can analyze the volume, how it's moving across all the markets. If it's bullish, bearish, and what does it do in that situations.
Let's look at the correlation. So correlation is showing that everybody dropped. That 5 minute drop that just happened, it happened everywhere. So I'm looking right now, comparing it to the silver. So silver started dropping before this started dropping, right?
Yeah, silver already. It's at the previous low of the 5 minute. 3 silvers.
Yeah.
Now silver has to push down really hard to drag the gold down with it.
So silver was in a range. It was a 4 hour range, and I had my 4 hour box in there, and it basically popped out of there and went back inside, popped out, but actually popped out completely and went to retest that box. You see, like went inside over here. So now it's rejecting from there, you see?
Yeah.
On the 4 hour. So if you guys have that correlation, you can look. Aussie is rejecting from the box, but from the top of the box.
2760 myself. Your 2760. That's your. Are you saying your take profit location is gonna be 2760?
Who's saying 27?
Somebody was saying I'm 2760 myself.
Oh.
Okay, so they're looking for buys towards 2760.
Okay.
I'm gonna stick to my 10 pip right here. Right there. That's all it needs to do.
Um.
All it needs is a successful 10 pip guaranteed every single day, and you put high leverage in those
30
trades.
minutes. 30 minutes is about to close in 10 minutes. And for those who are holding by, don't forget that it's rejecting from the 200 of the 30 minutes. So be careful. It just rejected with that 5-minute bar. And looking at the correlation, silvers did drop. But let me go 5 minutes. Came to do a retest over here. Let's see. 1 hour does have a restriction, of course.
Yeah,
as
if
well.
anything, it might hit that 1 hour location. You have the 51 hour as well. There's
Someone
touching.
said 2760. You have to take into consideration that the 4 hour does have a restriction right now at 2752. It does have a restriction, 4 hour restriction, right? So you have to take that into consideration for your 5760. I mean 2760.
Yeah, 4 hour has here as well, 2751. Right.
So I did say
yeah,
that
close-
if it
closest
goes, it might gonna go to 50, 51,
Right, so you have that
52,
right there.
right? Remember I said earlier that if it goes, it's gonna go to 50, 51, 52, right? So if somebody is waiting over there for take profit 60, there's a strong restriction in there. So if you don't want to go into drawdown for a pullback before it goes there, if hypothetically if it does go there, so at least you can take your profit and then wait until it goes down and then take it again from the bottom, because you don't want to sit through a drawdown depending on when you entered. 4 hour has 8 minutes to go, and 5 minutes rejected again. If you're in the buys, you have to be careful, right? Because that sell that I entered is already 22 pips in profit. So anybody is
Yeah, I
in the
should
buy.
close it by. Because if it does come down, it can come down even all the way here.
Because
Continue
remember,
time.
the 5 minutes is 5 minutes 200 is flat.
And it gets sell 22 pips in profit. That's where I took my buy.
Oh yeah, that was the tip of my sell.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna close that buy that I took earlier. I'm not gonna sit through it. I mean, if it goes, it goes, of course. But that's what I get for emotional trading, for intentionally hitting the button when the system is telling me not to take a trade, right? Because the system is off right now. The reason it's off is because the probability is low. And the reason the system is not taking a trade by itself is because the probability is low. The probability is getting stronger and stronger here, as you can see. It's now 778. We're waiting for 780 for the probability to be stronger. Now, if it fails today at 780, I'll bump it up to 790. And then I'll bump it up to 800 until it stops failing altogether. Using this restriction method, right? So it's going to keep restricting the EA from trading until volatility is so high that when it does execute a trade, it goes into profit instantly, right? That's the idea. I'm trying to get here for it to do. So once it executes a trade, it should run away with that trade in it. in the positive. So I'm gonna test that out today to see what happens. If it ranges the rest of the day and it doesn't take any trades in autopilot, I'll be more than happy to keep that setting.
You see that breakout that we were talking about, how is this a scam? As you can see, that 30-minute broke out, really didn't go anywhere much. And then the other 30-minute opened up, also acted like it's going to go, and it's rejecting. Look, it has 5 minutes to go to finish. And look at your 30-minute. Look how wicky it looks, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I say that breakouts are a scam. So now I'm just waiting for the 4 hour to close so I can see what's going to happen. Let's look at our sentiment. What are people doing?
As you can see here, we have all 6 charts are going bearish in the moment. This one here, all 6 charts
Okay,
going
this
bearish.
one turned 3 bullish.
So we do have some bar by bar bearish action across all time frames. Gold dollar currently is bullish, bar by bar, and the EMA is bullish as well. Hence, is forcing this thing back down towards the downside here, right? So you have to be careful. This dollar USD is bullish in the moment.
Yeah, that means gold goes down, right?
Yeah, if USD is bullish, then it's not good for gold. So this is the other 7 pairs I'm looking at, right? I'm not looking at dollar index. I'm looking at the 7 pairs, the 7 US dollar pairs, plus the gold pair and plus the silver pair. So I'm looking at all the pairs with the dollar here to figure out how strong the dollar actually is versus the index, because the index doesn't move in complete accordance sometimes. Sometimes it moves in the same direction as gold. But all the pairs, almost 90% of the time, move opposite of gold.
So let's look at our correlation. What is our correlation saying? Silvers are still down. Silvers are still down for now. Even though this gold's 5 minutes supposedly pumping up, if you look at the silver is down. So that buy might not go anywhere unless silver turns as well. Because every time gold goes up, silver goes down. So I want to see what happens here. You see this silver, look at the 5 minutes over here.
It looks like it might go up a little bit more. Because it does have more space to go up.
Yeah.
It does not have space. It has space to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Let's see. Oh, 2 minutes. Is that 2 minutes to 4 hour to close?
Let's see here, but it only has a tiny bit more to go, like a few pips only before it starts rejecting here, right?
Okay, silver turned up.
Because the probability of this thing here coming all the way down here becomes likely, right? You also have a trend line right here that we're looking at. So if the next bar opens here, next 4 hour bar opens, pushes up makes a wick, and then starts dropping down here, it will be in the money. Right. Then this one can close here, next 4 hours, the next one come here, close, and then interest rates can take it back up. We're at 38% also of the fib level, right? So this is a strong area. So 38% is not only a 38%, but it's also a market structure of 30-minute plus high value indicator, right? A 200 EMA. Is it a 200 EMA? Can't remember. This is 75 EMA, right? And then we have a low volume location as well here. Let's see if it fills the volume complete. We have a second area over here that's possible, right? This is the low volume over here. But also you have another low volume right here and here. So this whole area here. This is where the trapped buyers are currently. So trapped buyers entered right there. Your stop loss is right there. So right there. Right. So this is 50% of the move. I got out of the trade.
ONG's alarm is ringing over there. Can you go to
This would have been the profit right now. It would have taken profit right now. See, when I get involved with trading, I fail. When I let the robot do its thing, it just does its thing and win.
Okay, new bar opened up. Okay, it's going up. Let's see. It's going to oh look, it's on the 50 now. Let's see, it's 50. Remember, I said 50, 51, 52. So let's see what happens. It's 10 pips. No, 18 pips above my sell that I entered earlier. 18 pips negative. Oh, what's robot saying? Robot is 769 average ATR. 330 buy. 48 sell. That means buy strength is good. RSI bull. Where's the other RSI? 11 RSI. Oh, look at that. I think it's strong bull. Ajahn, is your robot saying it's a strong bull? Can you come and check it?
Yeah, still bullish. Giving another buy signal there as well. You can take the buy signal. Okay. So it's strong bullish over here. The numbers are a bit less than 100 on the sell side. RSI is very strong across the board. Same thing here, the average strength. So the average strength is also less than 100 on the sell side. More bullish on the buy side. Dollar is going to hold this back up a little bit again. As you can see, dollar is showing bullish 86%. So that means that this buy that we just got into is going to turn to this again. Right? So it's going to turn to a slow buy again. For this, instead of being 10 pip, it's going to be like another 20 minutes to get 10 pip type of situation. Hopefully not, but if this is staying bullish, then it won't be so good. So it needs to flip to bearish and stay bearish. But the volume is up, volume is trending, has been expanding to the upside as well here, right? So it should go. Look how easy it goes. You try to make 12 pips, 10 pips, and it goes 13, 14 pips against you instantly. That's part of trading right there. Alright, the pain is part of the game.
It's under 49. Oh, it went to. It rejected what price? Was it rejected from? 51.
854.
It rejected from the 51.
Oh, okay. Someone took a buy right here. That's a nice buy. It's a nice 36 bit buy.
Yeah.
I don't know why this thing is giving a late trade. It's supposed to give the trade right here at this particular point, at the first arrow. Same thing here, was supposed to give the trade at the first arrow. Right, so I have to rectify that. I've noticed that a few places that it gives the trade very, very late, which is not okay. Right? So I gotta fix that.
But the guy that got out of the took a 30 pip trade, did he get out or is he in it?
I don't know. Yeah, Christian fades. Christian, did you get out of your trade already, or are you still holding it? ADR, average directional range. Average directional range. I used to use ADR. I forgot how that works actually. I have to look into that. All right, I'm gonna take a break real quick. At 9:30, I'll turn out the stream because I have to go to work. Um, I have a day job just like you guys do. Um, so the EA did pretty good today. Actually, did a good buy here. It's a buy signal here. Good buy signal here. Hopefully, this is a good buy signal too. Um, so it did mostly win interest today. Actually, it didn't take any bad trades. I'm the one who did a bad job of closing the trades.
No, but it was going against you.
Yeah, but the idea is to let it ride against me for as long as it takes
Mm.
to go into profit, especially if it's still bullish the whole time. Because it's still bullish at the moment. It's still very bullish. But it's not trading on autopilot at the moment, as you can see. The reason it's not trading on autopilot because volatility is weak, and that's why it's pulling back so often. Right? It's not running away. It's like taking forever to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you guys know that that's my cell zone, so I can't really do anything. I just have to wait this thing out
You just have to wait.
because 4 hour, like I said, I was waiting for that 4 hour to close. I entered my cell. I have to wait for this 4 hour to close, and then know that okay, it's a buy. So I'll know. Be back.
Hold on. I'm gonna mute this for a second. I'll be right back. Give me in about 5-6 minutes. I'll be back. Oh jeez, I was mute this whole time.
You've been talking to yourself?
I've been talking to myself this whole time. I thought I unmuted it when I came. Anyway, let me go over this back one more time. What you need to look for is these signals here. And once these signals pop up, verify that these are less than 100 here. And you will see the data is showing bullish data. So RSI is going to be bullish. RSI is going to be bullish, right? You want to make sure the dollar is bearish in the moment. And as for these here, these are being printed on the chart. So we have bullish arrows when these are bullish, bearish arrows when these are bearish. The reason these are printed on the chart because these are the gold pairs and these are the dollar pairs, right? Also, it's about to hit the liquidity zone here, right? So it may push back, it may push up to there, 35 more pips. And it's strong bullish at the moment. It's at 800, so it should go. If it pulls back deeper and it gives a red arrow, then it's going to reset the system to allow it to take one more trade. If not, then it doesn't, right? Also, another thing to look at, you want to look at the volume separating, making higher highs here, right? Increasing the distance in between each other here to determine that if this bullish strength is going to be valid or not. And this have to be above zero, right? So if you're looking at this chart while you're trading to take entries, then those are the information you have to look at. I do have a tutorial I posted on the Telegram, but I can always do another. So if you guys have any questions, just send it to me in the Telegram chat and I'll give you an answer. If you need help with anything, understanding the EA. I post it for free every single day. I do a from morning to night and then from night to the following morning.
Okay, 10 o'clock is coming. 15 minutes.
All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. 10 o'clock is about to come. I won't be here. I have to leave to go to work now.
Hey folks, what a view behind me. I'm at Black Bull Markets headquarters here in Auckland, New Zealand. Speaking of views, you can get TradingView paid plans for free at Black Bull Markets, saving you up to $600 a year. Get either the Essential Plus or Premium plans absolutely free. All you need to do is trade from one lot a month at Black Bull Markets. And you can also get a 100% deposit bonus for your first deposit up to $1,000. All you need to do is click the Trading Nut link in the description below. Hey, start trading Forex indices and commodities with up to 800k of Blue Guardian's capital risk-free. Just pay a small one-time fee to take the challenge, hit a profit target and get funded. Then keep up to 90% of your profits and enjoy fast weekly payouts. Now for futures traders, Blue Guardian Futures offers up to 450k in funding with 100% profit on your first 15k. With low targets, no activation fees and unlimited resets, it's one of the best deals in the industry. Visit BlueGuardian.com or BlueGuardianFutures.com to start trading today and grab their limited time discount code.